All because of the bus driver. She was just a jerk. The bus driver was a jerk. First of all, she was freezing us. She was freezing us out with the air conditioner blasting. That was the first thing she was doing. I'm definitely going to be late for work. So first of all, she was freezing us in the back like she had the air conditioner blasting, right? And I go walk up to tell her, hey, you nutcase, you mind putting the heat on, because we're freezing back there? You loser. And and I go walk up there, and it's all nice and toasty and warm where she's sitting. The heat's all full blasting in her face, right? She's all toasty and warm. And I said, hey, it's freezing back there. I notice you're all nice and warm up here. And she gave me a look of death. That saying, if looks could kill, I'd have dropped dead right there. I didn't care. And I go, well, can you put the heat on? It's freezing back there. And she's like, no, I can't put the heat on. The air conditioner's on. I can't put the heat on. Okay, you punk. So I go back and sit down. And then on purpose, I kept hitting the button. On purpose, hitting the button to make her stop. I did it twice. I didn't care. And oh, did I pay for that one? When I finally wanted to get off, she didn't stop for me. She stopped to drop me off farther away from my bus stop. So yeah, miserable people do miserable things. How do we respond? Not by going down to their level, that's for sure. I don't want to be a miserable person like that. Gets their jollies off of making someone else uncomfortable. Like what do you get out of that, bus lady driver? Like what do you get out of freezing everyone else with the air conditioner? I mean, you guys, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning. I know for some of you people, it's a different kind of cold, but for us in California, us Angelinos, we don't know nothing about cold. So it gets a little chilly. It gets down to for me, it's the 60s. If it gets down to the 60s, I'm cold. I'm pulling out a sweater. I'm putting on a jacket. I'm putting on gloves. I'm putting on a hat. You know, we're much more sensitive to the cold because we're desert people. We live in the desert. So it starts getting cold. We feel it right away. If I lived in Chicago or Boston or Buffalo or New Hampshire where it's always freezing cold, or I don't know, Buffalo, New York is the place I picture being freezing cold. My point in saying all that is, like, what do you get out of it, you dumb bus driver? Like, why would you have the air conditioner on knowing it's freezing cold for your customers? Like, she didn't care. She didn't care. She was cold as the cold air that was blowing out of her air conditioner. Cold as ice. I feel for her familia. I feel for her family that has to deal with someone like that every day. Like every day they have to interact with an individual that behaves in that manner. No compassion, no nothing honorable or caring whatsoever. And she is a service. Her work is to serve people. If you're a bus driver, you are serving customers by driving the bus and driving it in a safe and comfortable manner. And if I was her boss, I would ask, "Hey, lady, what's up with driving your bus?" I mean, I could have taken pictures of her and reported her and said all kinds of, being a Karen, behave like a Karen, be like, this lady needs to be fired. But I'm not gonna take one incident or one uh, faux pas, as they say, of an individual and just come up with the conclusion, that she's a jerk all the way around, because she probably isn't. But for some reason today, she felt she needed to be an a-hole, drop me off far away, freeze me out, the air conditioning on the bus. I mean, all I can do is hope that something I said sticks in her brain, or maybe, who cares about the brain? Maybe pierces her heart. Maybe the Lord God Almighty will pierce her heart. Maybe somebody else will tell her something about the air conditioner being on. If everybody in the bus would have said something like, "Hey, lady, turn the damn air off and turn on the heat because it's freezing in here." If everybody would have said that, because there was about a good dozen of us in there all freezing, everybody with their arms crossed, trying to hold in their own body heat just to stay warm. And the crazy part was, there was this poor kid in there. That's the only reason why I turned on the camera for live. I wasn't trying to embarrass him. Poor thing. I don't know what happened in his evening, throughout his evening, but it was written all over his face. He walked into the bus, and I saw it with my own two eyes. He had no shoes. He was just in socks and in his underwear. He had a shirt on, his boxers, and white socks. I mean, he totally was Tom Cruising it, I guess, showing my age, but he was in his boxers and white socks. And he gets on the bus, and of course, poor thing, I mean, his day's not getting any better because the bus was freezing cold. It was like getting into ice box. So he's over there wrapped up like a ball trying to keep himself warm. But jeez, I don't get it. I don't get why people have to be so rude, so obnoxious and just outright wrong and without no feelings. I mean, there's people who walk around in this world who don't have any feelings. They're numb. They don't have any compassion, consideration for other people. They just walk around with this numb, heartless attitude. And that's what she was to me. She was a numb, heartless, bad attitude, miserable individual that I guess gets her rocks off freezing her customers on her bus, while she's all warm and toasty. That's the part that really irked me, was that she had the heat blowing on her, like a tornado, I mean, it was blasting on her, the heat, and she was freezing us out. There's lots of articles Yeah, I don't know, but why do LA buses? No, you know what? That's not true, sir. I've ridden. I'm a born native LA, okay. I was born and raised here in LA. I've taken buses not my whole life. Mostly, I've taken tons of buses, and I'm sorry, but that's not true. When it's cold, they put the heat on. When it's hot, they put the air on. Okay, there's no like variable or set standard of always having the air conditioner on. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. When it's cold, they put the heat. When it's hot, they put the air. So no, I'm sorry that this lady was just, I don't know, she's a miserable soul. Hey, good morning. Sorry, what time is it? Because I feel like I'm really late because the bus driver, I don't know, she was a miserable little thing.
It's alright.
Yeah,
I'm about to head out.
she dumped me off at the wrong place because I asked her about the air conditioning that she had blasting in the bus. Very mean bus driver I had to deal with this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, nothing to pass down. I am going to bed.
Well, good night. You have a rest well, and I'll see you next week.
Tomorrow. I mean, today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up.
No, it's not good.
Okay, take care.
Alright, you too.
Bye. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to disagree with your commentary, bro. Let's see. Hold on. Let me give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what's weird is that no, bro, no. There's nothing wrong with the heating. I mean, even if that was true, she could have said it. She could have said, "Oh, you know what? It's set this way. I can't change it." No, but she was ready. She was ready with the answer. She was like, "No, I can't do it. No, no, no." You know, just like no humility in her response. It wasn't like, oh, I apologize, I'm so sorry, I know it's kind of cold, but I do not have I can't change the fact that the air is on, it's set. That she could have said something, but it seemed like she was getting her rocks off on saying, no, 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 sorry, I can't change the fact that it's freezing in here. Sorry, too bad. I'm nice and warm, and I don't really care about the fact that you're cold. Sorry. That was her attitude. So I'm sorry, I don't agree. I think this is something that she does. This is, these individuals who behave this way, they usually have no control over their lives, and so they live off of power trips. I call them power trips. So anywhere they can control something, um, they do, but not in a nice way. No, I'm sorry, but that's not true for LA. I've been on a lot of buses and trains, and normally, if it's cold, they have the heat on. And you know what? There's even this thing where you can be on the bus and it's boiling hot, or it was, the bus driver has the heat on and it's like super super hot outside, so everybody starts opening up the windows. That's always a constant battle: the heat and the cold, the heat and the cold, the heat and the cold. So to me, no, I believe that this individual bus driver who did this, she was getting her rocks off because she was all toasty and warm up there where she was driving. Like the heat was blasting on her, but it was freezing in the back with the air conditioner blast. Like it was so cold, I had to like not sit near where the vent was because it was just blowing on me. And yeah, I'm a big crybaby because I don't like being cold. I'm sorry. I don't really, I don't really enjoy the feeling of being cold. So I'm going to keep on complaining And I was cordial about it. I wasn't rude with her. The only thing I said was, have a nice day with your nice warm toasty warmness while everybody else in the back freezes their butts off. Have a great day. You are a wonderful person. And she didn't care. She didn't care. And then I don't know if anybody's listening, but she dropped me off at the wrong bus stop, so I had to walk farther to get to work. I had to walk farther just to get to work because she dropped me. Well, I mean, I kind of deserved it because I pushed the button twice and never got off, and I did that on purpose. I was being a little brat about that, but I don't care. How else do you get these bus drivers back? Articles, particles, okay? I don't care about articles, bro. What really is matters is what people experience in general. And what I've experienced in general is most bus drivers, they can figure out when it's too cold and they need to put the heat on, or when it's too hot and they need to put the air on. I think most drivers can figure that stuff out. It's not some autopilot thing where they just set it and they can't do anything about it. So I don't, articles can, they can go fly a kite because that doesn't mean anything. I'm going by my personal experience, and my personal experience is that when it's cold, they have the heat on. When it's hot, they put the air on. So blah blah blah. I have the right to complain, even if it's just to Haps and you guys. So take it or leave it, whatever. Oh, the lesson learned is that you don't. You make sure that you get on the right bus. See, because first of all, side note, that wasn't even my bus. I shouldn't even been on that bus. I got on the wrong bus because I missed my other bus. So I had to take another line, a totally different bus line, and go a totally different way. So it's all my fault because I woke up late. Did I just call you bro? Yeah, I mean I just say that in general. Dude, bro, brother, buddy. Do I know you from Haps? Okay, well, I don't I know Tony. Hi Tony, good morning. But I don't know Emergio Blondie. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't recall. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on so I can't see. Oh, Nurse Blondie. Okay, yeah, I know you. Hi. And Tony V, yeah, the car guy. Yes, I remember you now. Hi, good morning. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm in the midst of a very upsetting experience. Very, very. I mean, it's not that serious. I'm not gonna like. I'm not the kind of person that's like gonna go call her supervisor and complain and call somebody. But it does remind me of a story when I was on the bus one time and there was a guy stinking up to high heaven. Like he stank up the whole bus. Like I swear it smelled like, oh my God, it was horrible. I mean, he stank up the whole bus, and it was a hot, muggy, one of those hot days, and it was smelling forever. Everybody was dying. Thank God for our masks, because that was saving us a little. And I finally couldn't take it no more, and I went up to the bus driver, long story short, and I said, hey, bro, you need to get rid of this guy. What's going on here? This guy stinks up to high heaven. And he was a transient. He was a homeless person. He looked like he hasn't bathed in like 10 years. It was so disturbing. And so when I told the bus driver was like, I can't do anything. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. The only way anything can happen is if you guys call and complain. That's the only way. No, I don't believe that. I believe that you are the leader of the pack here because you're the bus driver and you are the employee of the bus company. So you're the one that needs to take care of this bud. And the bus driver didn't like that I was telling him that. So, but anyways, long story short, that bus driver was just a weaselly little coward that couldn't stand up to a stinky guy on the bus. And he expected everyone on the bus, the customers, to solve the problem. He literally expected the customers to solve the problem. And he kept saying that it's not my business. I can't do anything about it. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, whatever. And I said, okay, well, then, because you can't do that, I'm going to stand right here next to you because he not only smelled the high heaven, but he looked like a pretty scary character. And I've seen a lot of scary characters working in the job that I work. And they got these, they got these sketchy eyeballs that look sketchy. And you got to be real careful because you never know what they're going to do. So I stood up and I was like, dude, I told the bus driver, I'm standing right here next to you so I can keep an eye on this punk because he looks sketchy and and I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And the bus driver said, oh yeah, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So I mean if you guys yeah, I see a lot of funny business. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. I mean, I could try. I gotta try to do something real quick. So hold on while I try to do that, and I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, um, as far as stuff that I see on the cameras, name it, you name it, I've seen it probably. Let's see, what's the most recent thing I've seen on the camera? Oh yeah, one time I was right here. I was watching this camera right here, right? I was watching this camera. This is where I'm in here. I'm sitting in this room right here. I'm in this building right here. This is where I'm at. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm watching this camera and two kids. They look like kids to me, like high school kids. They were sitting right here, like a couple, like three or four of them. They're all sitting right here, right? And they proceed to start doing snorting cocaine, or they were snorting something because they kept shoving something in their nose. All I kept seeing them do was like put their finger up to their nose, and they were like breathing something in. So I'm assuming it was cocaine. I don't know. I don't know nothing about how to snort cocaine. I don't know nothing about snorting cocaine. But I'm assuming that they get a little of the powder stuff and they like stick it in their nose somehow or breathe it in, I guess. I have no idea, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know that they were sitting right here and I kept seeing them all like putting something in their nose. And that's not the first time. One time I was right here and somebody was snorting cocaine too, right here. Cocaine seems to be very popular in this area. And then one time right here, a guy was taking a dump, like a total poop session. He pulled his pants down and he was just going to town right there. It's a movie making business. They're a production company that makes movies. I always say, to me, I'm very proud of this movie that this company made, because I just love this movie and the movie that they made. If you're familiar with it, and I'm going to show my age, is Goonies. The Goonies. I mean, I could take you guys for a tour if you like. I can show you a tour of, yeah, the Goonies. Yeah, they made the movie The Goonies. You guys want to go on a little field trip and go see some stuff from the movie Goonies? Who's down? So hold on, guys, because I just walked in and I gotta like do a couple of things. So I'll leave you right here. You guys can watch the camera for me. Okay, you guys can be my security assistants. watch the camera while I take off get myself in order here. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. So hang on, guys. How's everybody doing? Yeah. I'm still reeling. All right, let's go on a field trip, guys. Ready? Are we ready, boys and girls? I'm cold. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, Tony, you're in. Oh yeah, that's right. You're way up in the. I mean, I don't know how cold it is, but if I was to guesstimate, I would say that it's probably, I don't know, maybe the upper 50s, maybe. I'm guessing though. I don't know. I don't know how to tell temperature just by like that. Let's see if we can see the 54 in San Diego. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's probably about the same. We've been having some drizzly rain. So, okay, so guys, who so mostly I don't know how people manage that live in really super cold weather. How do you guys do it? I have no idea how you guys do it. It's a miracle to me. It's miraculous. I can't even imagine that kind of cold weather. The only thing I can compare that cold weather to is one time I went to Vegas in the winter time. Okay, I went to Vegas in the winter, and and uh, and it was freezing. I'm gonna say it again, freezing with the like I swear, like the ice, just the coldness of the wind would just went straight to your bones, like straight to you to your bone, like that kind of cold. So I'll take you guys on a quick tour. I really want to show you guys the Goonies, but I'm gonna go turn on the water. But I'm gonna assume that this is, to me, this is like a museum in here. I guess, you know. So let me just turn on my water for my tea, guys. Hold on. Okay, and then let's go. Come on, I'll go show you. To me, this is the epitome. Like I think this is awesome. Awesome sauce. Trying to give you guys a kind of a perspective, I guess. yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, so watch this, guys. Ta-da! Remember that? Yeah, they're all over actually. Like I mean, you know. But anyways, so I think this is like the play area for the staff here because you got to remember, you know, they're artists, they're artists, they're artists. Artists have to be artsy. I don't know if that makes sense. Like to me, it's like they have to they have to stir the creative juices. I don't know if that sounds right, but you guys get my gist. Anybody who's an artist understands, okay? So, you know, it's a process. It's not like, hey, make a make a make an awesome movie. Okay, but it, you know, it's a process. You know, you gotta, you know, it's not like it just comes to them. They have to. Yeah, you know, I don't know as far as like I feel like this space is for the artists that work here, or it could just be that it's just, you know, it's just what is it, um a place, you know, like yeah, the name here, I'll show you the name of the company. Let's see if I can find something that has their name on it. Oh yeah, I know. Here. They're very nice, sweet, kind, very sincere, cool people that work here. Um, Trying to find something with their logo on it. Here, this is the name of the company. Okay. Annapurna. Annapurna. Yeah, so it's always nice when the people you work for are, you know, regular normal folk, you know. There's no like power trips. There's no I'm better than you are, and you know, all those head trips that some bosses like to play with you. Like, you know, can't we just all be, can't, like the famous words of you know who I'm talking about. Can't we all just get along? Yeah. Yeah, Rodney King. He's the one that said it. So yeah, guys. I mean, like they tell me, when I first started working here, they told me, hey, You can totally use our kitchen. You can cook. You can, like if you want to cook your lunch, I could and I haven't done it yet. My coworker has though. She comes over here and she cooks her whole dinner. Like she goes to town in here. I think one time she told me she made salmon. She goes to town. This is pretty cool. Look at this. Anybody want to make a phone call? Let's call the president. Hello, Biden. Yeah, it's me, Cruz. Yeah, you know what? You need to get your crap together, bro. I know, remember? I mean, I don't remember this style, but this is more like the 40s and 20s, 30s, 40s. I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. Anyways, I got my tea. Let's go. Like, do you recognize? Like, I don't recognize this movie right here. G Breaks Spring. I think this is Spring Breakers. I remember right. Where is it for Spring Breakers? And I don't remember this one either. I think this one's Spring Breakers. The one with what's her name in it. Yeah, it's definitely Spring Breakers. See, this is Spring Breakers. Where all those young girls. Oh, actually, I was watching a documentary on James Franco, and they weren't saying anything nice about him. They were saying that he has a lot of like, I guess he's has his own like, uh, he has his own like acting school. James Franco, he has his own acting school. He had a couple of them actually in the past or currently, I don't know. And he's constantly getting sexual assault claims filed against him, but nobody does anything. He never gets convicted. He gets away with it basically because he's James Franco. And so all these women that have taken his acting class, they're like warning. They're trying to like, tell everybody, keep an eye out for this guy because he's a predator, James Franco. That's what this documentary was saying. And I'm not surprised actually, based on the kind of movies he does. And that's just me. They have. There's been a lot of charges pressed against him, but they're hard to prove. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's like okay, if that's true, if somebody's a predator for that long, for that because he's been in the business for a while. It's not like he's not he's not a rookie. Why don't you guys figure out a way to get evidence against him if it's true? That's what I'm saying. Like if someone's like that, it's so easy to get evidence on somebody like that because they're gonna fall every time. And when they do, you collect that evidence. So I mean, if these women were smart, they would figure out a way to actually get evidence. Yeah, I mean he's a Hollywood. He's well known here in Hollywood. He's makes the big movies, and so apparently in this documentary they were saying that him and Seth, like Seth broke off friendships with him based on the fact that he's been accused of so many things. So he no longer speaks to him and all this, that, and the other. Like, whatever, bro. You are the same thing, Seth. And it's like all of a sudden they get to a certain level, and then they start wanting to be like all uppity and like, oh, I'm much better than that person. No, you were the dirty dog too at one point. And now you want to try to wipe your crap off and say that you're clean cut and all this. No, Seth. Sorry, bro. You can't. You don't get a free ticket. You don't get away with that. Like you still got the dirty scum from when you were younger, hanging out with James Franco and doing all those stupid movies that they did. I'm not saying I didn't watch their movies. I did watch their movies. Pineapple Express. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Franco was on that movie. Oh, you do? Yeah. No. Let's see if we can catch the sun. No, it's not. It's not coming up yet. It's pretty quiet right now. So if anybody is familiar with WeHo, that's where we are. We're in WeHo, and that building right there, that's the WeHo Sheriff's Department. WeHo, the LA County West Hollywood Sheriff Station. That's this building right here. Oh yeah, I know. No, no, it's not actually. The sun's already up for us. It starts coming up like around six-ish. This is the time. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it here, Blondie. Okay, so you have a good day. Wonderfully, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Um, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And anybody else who joined, thanks a lot. And Godspeed, and keep you guys, and hope to talk to you guys soon, either on the app or maybe on a live stream. Okay, take care. God bless. Bye bye. Bye.